Hello you guys, so today what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to have a sit down video and talk to you guys about what I, like a little bit of a life update, but it's more or less just so I can, if you have never been to my channel before, you can learn about my channel, and because I never really did one of these at the very beginning, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I just kind of want to talk to you guys about, what you guys want to see with this channel, what's some videos that you guys want to see. Tell me in the comments below if anybody really cares. And as you can tell in the background, if I turn this just slightly, my room is pink now. And also I have a new bed behind me, and my room isn't completely finished yet, and when it is, I will do a room tour. I did a 2017 room tour. You can go and check that out. My room is completely different compared to now. Not completely different. It just, with the pink in my room. At first I wasn't really thinking, maybe I shouldn't paint my room pink. But white wouldn't have looked good in my room because my room is really small. Like, it's a smaller room than some rooms. And what I did is when I put the pink in, it actually makes my room feel a lot bigger than it was when it was purple. The other thing is you guys are probably, like, if you have watched some of my other videos, I always record on my phone, which that's what I'm recording on right now. This is my old phone, and I have it charging just so I can use it for videos and stuff. I'm probably going to keep on charging it just so I can use it as background music or something like that. I currently have it out for a reason, but I will talk about that in a little bit. So if you don't know me already, if you haven't checked out any of my other videos, I'm 15. My name is Victoria. And I don't know really what else to talk about, or to say, but I also have something I want to talk about. It's a disorder that I have, but it's actually is in 5 to 6% of all school-age children. So you may not think you have it, but you might actually have it. And what it is it's called development coordination disorder. And what it means is there's about, like when I was younger, somebody would throw something at me and my instant reaction was to push it away. Or when it came to doing work, my instant reaction was to not do it because it was just, something was too hard for me. Something was too difficult for me to do. So my instant reaction was to say, no, I can't do that. And now I push myself beyond my limits, and I've realized that I can do it. I can master, I've gotten better at playing basketball and doing a lot of sports, but I'm not a sports person, and I never will be. But when it comes to playing, I try my best, and when it comes to gym class, I'm trying my best. But it's just, one of those things where when I was younger, I couldn't master it. My instant reaction was to, I am giving up, I can't do this. And I'm just going to quickly read you guys a little bit about what DCD is, because I wanted to search it up so I could get a better understanding of it. And it even makes me realize more of the understanding of, I'm not the only one with this disorder. And a disorder isn't bad. And it's not one of those things where the word being disorder, people think, oh, it's a bad thing, but it's one of those things where it doesn't define me. It's not bad, and I pretty much overcome this, and I don't really have it anymore. I mean, there's some things that are harder to do, but it's one of those things where when people hear the word disorder, dyslexia. I don't have it, but I know people who do. And it's one of those things where when people hear the word disorder, they instantly have a problem with you. And you shouldn't have a problem with somebody because they have a disorder. Like, dyslexia is a normal thing that a lot of people have, but there's still people in this world who will treat them like garbage because of that. And yes, I understand I'm not really close to the camera because I'm like in a chair, but I will move closer. I'm just going to read a little paragraph here on what development coordination disorder is. Development coordination disorder is a motor skills disorder that affects 5 to 6% of all school-age children. DCD occurs when a delay in the development of motor skills or difficulty coordinating movements results in a child being unable to perform common everyday tasks, like I said. By definition, children with DCD do not have I'm also having trouble speaking words. Have a medical or neurological condition that explains their coordination problems. So we don't have something that can explain our problems. Like when I was younger, I had teachers who didn't understand that I had it. So they're like, what's your problem? Stuff like that. And then they realize, oh, she's got, they understood me. They got to know me. And now they realize, okay, we need to help her. We need to help her figure out how to do this. And I had a teacher who I disliked at the very beginning. And now we're really close. Like I'll see the teacher and talk to him all the time now and see how he's doing. And it's one of the things where before I couldn't have done that, but now I can because he helped me out. He made my life better. But at the beginning of the year, he didn't understand that I had these problems. So, like I said, 5 to 6 of school-age children are affected by development coordination disorder. So, there could be and that's the thing that I didn't realize, that there's other people in the world that have the same thing. So, don't feel like if you have dyslexia, don't feel like you're the only one, because there's lots of other people in this world who have the exact same thing that you do. Frequently described as clumsy or awkward by their parents and teachers, children with DCD have difficulty mastering simple motor activities such as tying shoes, which I'm pretty sure I did have a lot of problem learning that when I was younger, and now I can, but it's one of the things where I don't think I learned at the same pace as everybody else. Or going downstairs. That was one of the things where I could always do. That's never been a problem for me because it was never it was never at that level. And are unable to perform age-appropriate academic and self-care tasks, which I can do. I can do self-care tasks, and I always have been. But it's just the things of doing gym class and tying my shoes and stuff like that. It took me a lot longer to be able to accomplish it and be able to do it. Some children may experience difficulties in a variety of areas, while others may have problems only with specific activities. Here, give me a sec. Okay. Trying to see if I could find some other characteristics. But the thing being is, I'm just trying to say that if you have people have problems when people have disorders, and I didn't have that many people who actually wanted to be around me when I was younger, and I know I had a friend here and there, but then they left and they moved away, and they had their reasons. They had other things that they had to move to another country, but I never really had a friend who stuck around me. So me being in junior high now, and this is my last year of junior high, then I'm going on to high school, and the thing being for me, or if you live in America, it's called middle school, but actually no, I'm not sure if I'm in if I'm in high school, am I in and I'm in grade 9, am I in high school there, or am I in middle school still? Let me know. But it's one of those things for me where I'm like, it's totally different for me because I have friends who I've gotten to know and I want to stay friends with them, but then I'm scared that it's gonna happen where I won't be friends with them anymore. And I don't want this video to run on for too long. It's already at 9 minutes and 52 seconds, but I just want you guys to know I wanted you guys to know a little bit more about me and just understand, like, a little bit more about myself. And I'm just going to read one more little paragraph here. It says, DCD is commonly associated with other developmental conditions, including ADHD, which is, I'm not going to say it because you guys all know what ADHD is. If you don't, search it up. It's really hard to say what it is. People can even have speech language delays and emotional and behavioral problems, which I haven't had. And okay, here's another quick question. It says, do children with DCD? Hi. Okay, so I had to deal with something quickly, but as you know, this went on to a second, like I did like a transition sort of thing. It went on to a second video, so hopefully it'll allow me to upload this whole entire video. Hopefully. Okay. Well, it was once thought that children with DCD would simply outgrow their motor difficulties. Research tells us that DCD persists throughout adolescence into adulthood. Children with DCD can and do learn to perform certain motor skills well. However, they have difficulty when faced with new age-appropriate ones and are at risk for secondary difficulties that result from their motor challenges. Although there is currently no cure for DCD, early intervention and treatment may help to reduce the emotional, physical, and social consequences that are often associated with the disorder. And I've never had to do that because I've just overcome it by myself. And that's great. And there's other stuff I could read, but you get an understanding of it by me reading that, hopefully. And I don't want to ramble on for too long because I like to do that. I've done it before. I recorded a 30-minute video and then I was never actually able to upload it online. Also, if you guys have any apps like for phones and stuff, like I do know of iMovie and stuff, but any apps that you think I could use to upload or to edit videos, let me know so I can make my videos better. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what videos you want to see down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Bye!